be a better subject than that, I will switch you out. But let's give these folks a big round for coming up here. Yeah, yeah? Give them a nice round of applause. Anybody up there been hypnotized before? 2 seconds ago. I like him already. All right, very good. All right, go ahead and put your feet flat on the floor. Put one hand on each knee, preferably your own, gentlemen. And let's begin. Anybody chewing gum? Any gum chewers? All right, we need to 86 the gum. Anybody got something to throw gum in? Anybody got? Just stick it under your chair. That's where gum goes. All right. It won't stick. Might not be gum. All right, here we go. Let's do a little warm-up exercise. See how your minds are working. Here's what I want you all to do: is focus on me. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath in. As you take that deep breath in, what I need you to do simultaneously is roll your eyes straight up into the back of your head as far as you possibly can with your eyes open. I want to see the whites of your eyes. When I tell you to exhale, relax your eyes into a natural, normal position, whatever that might be for you. Now, audience, what are we looking for? Not only their ability to roll their eyes up in the back of their head, we're looking for their body language to be still, stoic, relaxed. If you see them tapping their hands, tapping their feet, they're telling on themselves they're not completely comfortable and relaxed as of yet. So read that as well. Here we go. Head straight, eyes forward, everyone. Take a deep breath in, roll the eyes up. And exhale, eyes down. We got knee knocking here. You're looking over here to try and figure out which way up it is. It's this way. All right. Very good. One more time. Head straight, eyes forward. Go and relax, everybody. Take a deep breath in, roll the eyes up. There we go. That's what I want right over there. That is extra creepy. I like that. And eyes down. Very good. Now, for whatever reason, folks, it's just a fact. The fact is that in what we call the wakened state, which is the state we're all in right now, the further one can roll their eyes up in the back of their head is generally a pretty good indicator as to how quickly and deeply they're going to drop into a trance. So I'm just sizing them up, hypnotically speaking, and I'm letting you all know so you can size them up with me. Watch your eyes carefully. One more time. Head straight, eyes forward. Here we go. Take a deep breath in, roll the eyes up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get them up. There we go. And eyes down. Muy bien. Now what I want you all to do is go ahead and focus on one of those lights out there. Keep your eyes fixated on one of those lights. If you're right-handed, make a tight fist with your right hand, and then shoot your right arm straight out in front of your body. Lock it firmly in place right now. And all right, it's time. Okay, keep your eyes fixated on the light, and lock your arm in place as tight as you possibly can. Just lock it out there as tight as you possibly can. Now, in a moment, I'm going to simply count backwards from 5 down to 1. As I count backwards from 5 down to 1, all you folks on stage need to do is to continue to clear and relax your mind and allow your arm to lock into place stronger and tighter as I count backwards from 5 down to 1 with every number that I say. So by the time we get to 1, if you're doing this properly, your arm is going to be completely locked in place, just like a steel bar. You will not be able to move those arms nor bend them in any way, shape, or form until I instruct you to. Remember, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. Therefore, you have to do this. I cannot do this for you. So allow it to happen, and it'll happen for you very quickly, very easily now. People on the stage, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, allow your eyes to relax and close all the way shut. Exhale, close the eyes all the way shut. Good. Now, with your eyes in the closed position, focus your attention on your eyelids and the muscles around your eyes, and allow the eye muscles to become so relaxed in the closed position now that even if you wanted to open your eyes, you find now they stay completely relaxed and closed. And you can give them a quick little test and see if they're just completely relaxed and closed. Now, if you're able to open them, I don't want you to test that you can open them. I want you to test that you can't open them. You have to relax it yourself. Just allow it, and it'll happen for you. And test again. Good. Now, as I count backwards from 5 down to 1, with every number that I say, those arms lock into place stronger and tighter. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, and 5. Feel those arms lock in place, stick in place, stronger and tighter, tighter and stronger. 5 down to 4, locking in place, sticking in place, even tighter, even stronger. 4 down to 3, locking so tight, so firm, so strong. In fact, my friends, if you try to bend your arm, if you try and move it, you're going to find that you can't. It just locks into place even tighter. Go ahead and try. Finally, continue to stick in place, lock in place, stronger, tighter, tighter, stronger, as we go from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2, all the way down to 1, all the way down to 1, all the way down to 1. Feel those arms locked so tight, so firm, so strong. The more you try and move them, the more rigid they become. The more you try and bend them, the stiffer they get. Go ahead and try hard. Finally, continue to lock. lock in place, stick in place, stronger, tighter, tighter, stronger. Now, audience, if you notice, those who are locked down really well are showing no expression on the face. Those who are moving the arms, all right, they're thinking about things, they're showing expression. Okay, it's very easy to see who's going already and who's thinking about things a little bit. Because as the conscious mind checks, the face will flatten out, they'll show no expression. All right, so it's very easy to see where they're at. People on stage, eyes open. And release and relax your arms. All the way, 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 all the way. Give them a nice big round of applause. We have some very good subjects up here. Yes, yes. Nice job. In fact, we have so many good ones up here. I'm going to skip over things I generally do with them to let you folks in the audience get a little piece of the action right now. So here's your opportunity to experience this. And I'll even let you keep your eyes open for those of you who may be afraid of the dark. So everybody put your feet flat on the floor. Especially if you're standing. All right. People on the stage, people in the audience, clasp your hands together like this, fingers interlocked, hands together, fingers interlocked. Everyone, take your little index fingers, spread them an inch apart, put them right in front of your own eyes, inch apart, inch apart, inch apart, inch apart, inch apart. Keep your eyes fixated in that little gap between your own fingers. In other words, keep your eyes focused, staring right through that little space between your fingers. If at any point during this exercise you're looking at me, or looking at your neighbor, or looking anywhere than that through that little space between your fingers, that means you're not focused. In order to have hypnosis take place, you need to be engaged, you need to be focused. So keep your eyes fixated in that little gap. This time, as I count backwards from 5 down to 1, all you need to do is clear and relax your mind. And as you clear and relax your mind, you're going to feel those fingertips come together with every number that I say. As if each finger is a very strong, a very powerful magnet inside of it that draws the other finger together with each number that I say. So by the time we get to 1, those fingers are going to be completely stuck together. You will not be able to separate them until I instruct you to. Once again, allow it to happen. It will happen for you very simply, very easily now. People on stage, people in the audience, take a deep breath in. And exhale. So those fingers come together now. With every word that I say, and with every sound that I make, take a deep breath in. And exhale. As I count backwards from 5 down to 1, those fingers come all the way together, starting now at 5. Feel those fingers lock down, stick down, squeeze down together. 5 down to 4, locking together, sticking together, squeezing together. 4 down to 3, they may be touching together already, they may be very, very close, it doesn't matter. However, if you were to try and separate them, you're going to find that you can't. They just stick together even tighter. Go ahead and try. Find they continue to lock together, stick together, squeeze together, stronger, tighter, tighter, stronger, as we go from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2, all the way down to 1, all the way down to 1, all the way down to 1. Feel those fingers locked so tight, so firm, so strong. The more you try and separate them, the more they stick together. The more you try and pull them apart, the more they lock together. Go ahead and try to separate them. Find they continue to lock together, stick together, squeeze together, stronger, tighter, tighter, stronger. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Eyes closing down, relaxing, sleep. Feel those fingers continue to lock down, stick down, squeeze down. Stronger, tighter, tighter, stronger. Stronger, tighter, tighter, stronger. Stronger, tighter. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Eyes closed, relaxing, and sleep. Way down. Stronger, tighter, tighter, stronger. Stronger, tighter, tighter, stronger. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Eyes closed, relax, and sleep. Way down. Safe. Skin on the chair. Relaxing down further. Slowly and safe. Way down. Let it go. Relaxing and all safe.
That girl couldn't.
Feel it. Continue to lock down. Stronger, tighter. Deep breath in. 1. Let it out. All the way down. Now relax and sleep. Relaxing all the way down. Further and further. Allow yourself to let go even more. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Let the eyes close way down. Let it relax. Just letting go, relaxing, relaxing, and letting go. What happened to everybody out there? Everybody pumped out today? All right. Now, one of the things you notice before I would pop them down is I look very closely into their eyes, because their eyes tell me the whole story as to where they're at. If they're in trance already, the pupils become dilated, glazed, and fixed. It's almost as if they're looking right through you. If the eyes are tiny and they're looking around, they're not where they need to be. So there's ways to really tell who's in trance and who's not. Now, even though we use the term sleep, guess what? They're not asleep. Sleep is a totally a term we use for just stage drama. But these folks are actually in a different state of mind than sleep. Sleep is a totally different brainwave wave cycle than hypnosis. These folks know exactly what they're doing, what I'm doing, what you're doing. In fact, people on stage whose eyes are closed and heads are down, nod your heads up and down right now to let the audience know you're fully aware of everything. When I snap my fingers again, nod your heads a little bigger, a little faster so everyone in the room can see. A little bigger, a little faster, a little bigger, a little faster, a little bigger, a little faster. And on the count of 3, back to 1, you're all going to sit up, you're all going to open your eyes, you're all going to relax even deeper. 3, 2, 1. Sitting up, eyes open, relaxing even deeper. This round of applause relaxes you even more. Give them a big round of applause. See you play. Now, we have wonderful subjects all over the place, do we not? We do. I saw a bunch of y'all were going, then I started smacking people down. Some of y'all in the audience were like, ooh. Because you were testing what? The idea of control. You wanted to see if you were in control or if I was in control. And the mere idea that you can pull your fingers apart suggests what? You're completely in control, not me. All right? So, if you want to participate from your seats in the audience, do it. Okay? If you don't want to participate, that's okay. We also like to have an audience. Otherwise, they just hypnotize all of you and leave for now. All right. So, if you want to participate, please do. If you don't want to participate, just be as courteous as you can be for the folks around and give them a great environment. Once they're hypnotized, then the more laughter, the more applause you generate, the deeper hypnosis they're going to go. They're actually going to feed off of your energy. All right. So here we go. People on stage, people in the audience who want to participate, feet flat on the floor, separate the hands, palms up, rest them right on top of your lap. All right. Everybody else is courteous as you can be for the next 3 minutes. Then once they're hypnotized, then the more laughter, the more applause you give them, the deeper they're going to go. Here we go. Clear your minds. Let's have some fun. People on stage, people in the audience, looking at my hand. Palms up there, ladies. Palms up there, sir. Palms up there, guys. There you go. All right. Everybody looking at the front of my hand, side of my hand, back of my hand. It doesn't matter. Just focus up here. Clear your minds. People on stage, people in the audience, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let it out. Allow your eyes to relax and close. Exhale, let it out. Eyes relax and close. Now, once again, focus your attention on your eyelids and muscles around your eyes. Allow those eye muscles to become so relaxed, once again, in the closed position now, that even if you wanted to open them, you find they stay relaxed and closed. In a moment, there's going to be some music on in the background. The music is simply going to be there. Music is simply going to be there to relax you even further. The whole key, plain and simple, is to focus in on the sound of my voice and allow the sound of my voice to take you more and more relaxed, mentally and physically, with every word that I say and with every sound that I make. People on the stage, people in the audience, take a deep breath in and exhale. Allow that relaxation to come right in through the top of your head, down the back of your neck, out through your shoulders, wrapping around your entire body, all the way down and through the tips of your toes. Safe and secure in the confines of the chair where you sit. At no time will you fall out of your chair, nor will you fall from side to side. Safety first in this presentation. Just relax deeper into the comfort of the chair where you sit now. This time when I tell you to take a deep breath in, everyone hold it on top. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. As you exhale and let it out now, allow your neck muscles to relax, letting your chin roll forward all the way down to your chest. Exhale, relax, allow that head and neck to roll forward, loose, limp, lazy, relaxed. As the sound of my voice continually relaxes you with every word that I say and with every sound that I make. Also knowing through the rest of the program, sounds around you, like the music, like the audience, any other sounds that you hear, just allow you to relax further and further, deeper and deeper, both mentally and physically. Also knowing that from this moment forward, anytime that I touch you, my touch will take you 10 times more relaxed, both mentally and physically. As I touch your arm, you relax 10 times further, 10 times deeper. Do a wonderful job. Relax you down and sleep all the way down. Also knowing that from this moment forward, anytime I say the word sleep, your eyes will close quickly if they happen to be open. Your bodies and minds go deeper and more relaxed each and every time I say the word sleep. As my touch relaxes you 10 times more, 10 times further. Do a wonderful job, everyone, relaxing way down. Relax. Deep breath in. Let the arm fall, let it fall. And sleep. There you go. Wonderful job. As my touch relaxes you down even further. Relax. And sleep way down. If you notice, as I lift the arm, it should just drop down like a wet dish rag. If they're helping move the arm, they're not as relaxed as they need to be as of yet. Clear your mind. Allow yourself to let go. Slow down internally. Allow yourself to relax. Allow it to happen. Relax. Slow down. Relax. Deep breath in. There you go. Let it all the way out. And sleep. Way down. Way down. Allow yourself to let go even further. Relax. And sleep. Way down. Safe and secure right there. I touch relax you 10 times further. Relax and sleep. Fantastic. Letting go, relaxing, relaxing, letting go. Don't touch. Relax. Stay put right there. You don't have to fall from side to side. Allow yourself to relax. See the way I'm lifting her arm, she's helping push it. She's not as relaxed as she needs to be as of yet. Just allow it to happen, don't force it to happen. Relax. Relax. And sleep. Way down. Once again, knowing through the rest of this presentation, people on stage, people in the audience, anytime I say the word sleep, your eyes will close quickly, your bodies and minds go deeper and more relaxed each and every time I say the word sleep. So my touch relax you down even further. Slow down internally, you're racing a little bit inside. And again, as I'm going through and touching their arms, I'm checking their vitals, I'm checking their pulse, making sure it's relaxed. Right? If it's elevated, I know they're nervous, they're not relaxing. If their body is cold and clammy to the touch, I also know they're nervous. If the skin temperature, the exterior temperature is risen, if they're warm, I know they're relaxing very well. Because as you relax, the tiny corpuscles of the body open up, allowing the blood to rise closer to the surface of the skin and increasing the body temperature to the exterior. So these are all things you can measure to see where they're at. Relax. Deep breath in. So allow yourself to let go. Relax. And sleep. Way down. People on stage, people in the audience, once again knowing through the rest of the presentation, anytime I say the word sleep, your eyes will close quickly if they have to be open. Your bodies, your minds go more and more relaxed every time I say the word sleep. Also knowing through the rest of the presentation, anytime you hear the sounds of laughter, the sounds of applause from the audience, those very positive sounds also take you more and more relaxed each and every time you can hear them. And in a moment, I'm going to fade the music out. When I fade the music out, the audience is going to give everyone a nice round of applause, and that round of applause is going to be to relax you even further. Give them all a nice big round of applause right now to take them deep, sleep, down. Deep, sleep, down. Big applause. Deep, sleep, down. Deep, sleep, down. Deep, sleep, down. People in the audience, people on stage, on the count of 3 back to 1, you're simply going to raise your right arm straight up in the air. You're going to make a tight fist with your right hand. People on stage, people in the audience, on the count of 3 back to 1, you're simply going to raise your right arm straight up in the air. You're going to make a tight fist with your right hand. You will not be able to release your arm until I touch your arm and say the word release. Until that moment happens, your arm is just going to go higher and tighter above your head. It's all going to happen right now, on the count of 3 back to 1, with your eyes fully relaxed in the closed position. 3, 2, 1. Raise those right arms high and tight. Everyone, get them going higher and tighter, tighter and higher. Higher and tighter, tighter and higher. Locking straight above your head now, just like a steel bar, straight above your head. Stronger and tighter, tighter and stronger. Stronger and tighter, tighter and stronger. Stronger and tighter, tighter and stronger. If I pull on those arms, they should completely resist. Stronger and tighter, lock it up there. Stronger and tighter, lock it up there. There we go. Stronger and tighter, lock it up there, lock it up there. Lock it up there, stronger and tighter, stronger and tighter, stronger and tighter. Lock it up there, stronger and tighter, lock it up there, stronger, 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 stronger and tighter. Lock it up there, wonderful, there we go, wonderful, stronger and tighter. If you're next to someone in the audience that has their arm up in the air, I'll apply a little pressure to that arm, see if it's catalytic, see if it's rigid, all right? There you go, should spring right back, should spring right back, there you go. Just one of you, that's fine, all right? That's fine, he's good. Stronger and tighter, tighter, stronger. Stronger and tighter, tighter, stronger. Tighter and tighter, stronger. Stronger and tighter, lock it up there. Stronger and tighter, stronger and tighter, stronger and tighter, lock it, lock it, lock it. Back to sleep way down and deeper. Stronger and tighter, tighter, stronger. Lock it up there, lock it up there. Stronger and tighter, back to sleep way down. Did you see what she did when she went down with the right arm? She moved it in. Okay. All right. So that means she thought about what was going on. She was like, whoa, touch me, that's weird. Because again, they're aware. And when they think, they'll move the body differently. Because when it falls, it should just fall completely. Now she's going. Stronger and tighter, stronger and tighter. Lock it up, 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 lock it up. Go and release, relax right there. You're doing fine. All right. People in the audience whose arms are up in the air, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release, relax your arm back to your lap now, and sleep way back down, way back down, way back down, way back down, way back down. And let's do this. First time touching here, eyes open, right there, eyes open. Let's have you two ladies go ahead and stand up. Let's take a look, see how we're doing. Ladies, come with me. All right, right there. And for the two of you, and I snap you a blink, be wide awake, all your energy back. 1, 2, 3. Wide awake there, ladies. Thanks for coming up here. Grab a seat in the audience. Give them a nice round for coming up here. You see the shift here? All right, keep an eye. Now, there are different depth levels of hypnosis. Some people, a little bit deeper than others, right? There, right there, right? Some of these people are in lighter states, okay? So we'll see how they deepen. If they don't deepen throughout the show, we won't use them for the entire show because they need to be at a certain depth level in order to perform certain functions when they're in trance. Give them all a nice round of applause to relax and even further. What's the gentleman's name right here? Kyle, sitting up, eyes open. Kyle, sleep. Kyle, eyes open. Kyle, sleep. That's pretty good stuff. What's my man's name back there?
Austin.
Austin, sitting up, eyes open. Austin, head up. Head up all the way up. Looking right at me, Austin. Looking up here on stage, Austin. Looking up here. Looking up here. All right. Just for you, Austin, I'm going to snap. You're going to blink, be wide awake, all your energy back. Austin, look at me. Eyes open. 1, 2, and 3. Wide awake for you. Give him a nice round. Yeah, yeah? Good there. Good there. Very good. All right, keep an eye on everybody. People on stage, people in the audience, on the count of 3 back to 1, you're going to sit up in your chair with your eyes closed. You're going to relax even deeper. As soon as you sit up in your chair with your eyes closed, you are going to picture or imagine yourself sitting outside in your favorite outdoor summer environment. Maybe it's the beach, maybe it's the lake, maybe it's your own backyard. At some point in time in your life, you were outside in the summer and it was a picture-perfect day. Blue sky, sunshine, looking good, feeling good. On the count of 3 back to 1, sitting up, eyes closed in that beautiful scene. 3, 2, and 1. Sitting right up in that beautiful scene. And what a lovely day it is because you feel that you are sitting outside right now in that picture-perfect day. What a lovely day it is. What a beautiful day it is. Really see that blue sky. Make that sun really shine down upon you. Stretch your legs out in front of your body. Just enjoy this picture-perfect day. What a lovely day it is. Maybe you smell a barbecue in the background, or maybe the scent of beach air. But man, you feel that you are out there. Every sense that you own is taking in information as if you were outside on that perfect sunny day. And in fact, you can feel that sun shining down on you right now in such a way that it starts to feel a little bit hot, a little bit humid. All you need to do to cool off right now is take that right hand, make a little hand fan, fan your face, cool yourself down. As you feel that heat starting to sweat, starting to get a little hot, a little humid, starting to sweat a little bit, go and fan your face a little bit quicker, a little bit faster as that temperature really starts to rise up there. Start to feel a little sweat beating up on the top of your head. Take that hand, wipe that sweat off your forehead as that temperature gets hotter and hotter. Go ahead and fan your face with both hands, fan your face with both hands, that temperature gets even hotter. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but the easiest way to regulate your internal body temperature is to simply take a finger, lightly tap your nose, and that'll cool you right off. Just take that finger, tap that nose, that'll cool you right off. That'll cool you right off. When I snap my fingers again, it is the perfect temperature for each and every one of you. Perfect temperature once again for each and every one of you. Sitting back, looking good, feeling good. Now, just as fast as your mind took you there, your mind can take you anywhere. For example, when I snap my fingers yet again, this time when I snap my fingers, you're going to feel that you are outside, up north, in the heart of winter. And you feel that chill strike the back of your neck as that cold air descends upon your body and a shiver races down your spine. As goosebumps begin to pop up on your forearms, take your hands, warm yourselves up swiftly as that temperature drops well below freezing. Your body begins to shake and shiver, shiver and shake, trying to warm itself up. Warm yourself up quickly, 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 quickly. As that temperature continues to plummet well below freezing, I snap my fingers. It feels like we are in Alaska. Feel that wind chill, rip to the bone, very cold and uncomfortable. But you remember how to regulate that body temperature. That's right. Take that finger, tap your nose. Use a finger from each hand. Tap that nose doubly as quick. That'll warm you up doubly as fast. And when I snap my fingers again, it is the perfect temperature for each and every one of you. perfect temperature once again for each and every one. Just sitting down in those chairs. Feet flat on the floor, palms up, resting right on top of your lap. Focus back into the sound of my voice. Again, perfect temperature for each and every one of you. Take a deep breath in now. As you exhale once again, your head's rolled forward and you sleep way down. Just this round of applause relaxes you even further. Give them a huge round of applause. Take this arm, let's place it right here. It just stays frozen. Let's take this arm, let's put it out there. Frozen just like that. Back stuck to the back of your own chair. You can always relax like that. Let's take this arm, stick it there, frozen. Let's take this one, frozen just like that. There we go. Let's take this arm, freeze it there. Take this arm, freeze it there. Take this leg, freeze it there. Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, when you're in a very deep state of hypnosis, you can put yourself into a very deep state of suspended animation. Anybody here grow up playing with Barbie dolls, G.I. Joes? Yeah? Remember you could bend them and they would just stay like that? That's kind of how the body becomes when it's in the state. It's very malleable. You can bend it around and it'll just stay like that. And it's unharmful. It doesn't harm them at all. That arm stays stuck like that, frozen. Wonderful. This one, just like that. Fantastic. Now, are they aware of what I'm doing to them? Absolutely. They just feel so good, they really don't care. And as long as I'm not harming them, they allow it. Because they have kind of like a little carnival going on in their mind right now. They feel really good. This arm, frozen just like that. This one, stuck just like that. This one, frozen just like that. Stuck right there. And this one, just like that, with a thumb up. There you go. This one, frozen just like that. Let's take this arm, put it there. This one, put it there. Oh, wonderful. Let's take this leg, let's bring it up, frozen as well. He's awesome. It's pretty good, huh? Now, how long do you think we can keep them like this?
A year.
Well, back in 2005, the world of hypnosis lost a very important individual, a guy named Orman McGill, who passed away at the age of 92. And when Orman was a young man, the way he used to gain an audience when he would do a stage show is he would pay a woman a week's salary to sit in a storefront window in a position like this. Now behind her would be a poster advertising the show. And he would generally do this in a very downtown, very pedestrian area, so he'd get a lot of people that would stop and talk and gawk, because they'd never seen anything like this. Because it wasn't like she was there in the window between the hours of 3 and 5. She was there 24/7. He kept her there a week. We don't know what the limitations are. We really don't. Okay? Can I get them to stay like this for a week? Well, it has to be congruent with what they desire. They got a lot of after prom stuff to do. They probably want to sit up there and like this for a week. Right? But they're allowing this because this is demonstrational right now. People on stage whose arms are up in the air, maybe arms and legs, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, allow those limbs to relax back down. Feet to the floor, arms to the lap, and sleep way down. This is round of applause relaxes you even further. Give them a huge round of applause. People on stage, people in the audience, on the count of 3, back to 1, you're going to sit up in your chair, you're going to open your eyes, you're going to relax even deeper. When your eyes are open, they are just going to stare forward as if you're looking through time and space itself. Nothing around you is going to disturb or bother you. In fact, you can relax even easier with your eyes open. Also, on the count of 3, back to 1, when you open your eyes, at that particular moment, anytime that you hear me, and me only, say the word Iowa. Anytime I say the word Iowa, you're going to think that the person sitting closest to you smells fantastic. And you are going to want to nonchalantly get a whiff of your neighbor. Now, you're going to do that in a very sly, clever manner. You don't want your neighbor to know you're sniffing them in public. That would be weird. So you're going to be very sly, very clever about it. Also, people in the audience, please, I know a lot of you guys want to capture stuff. Please don't put it right next to them. They're more aware of what's going on right now. If you get too close and they feel uncomfortable, they'll bring themselves out. So keep the phones out of their faces, please. All right. Also, on a count of 3, back to 1, when you open your eyes at that particular moment, anytime that you hear me and me only say the word Florida, anytime I say the word Florida, you're going to think as if there is a very foul odor coming from someone near you. Each and every time I say the word Florida, that scent gets worse and worse. However, at no time will you ever become physically ill. You live and learn. All these suggestions take place at the count of 3, back to 1. People on stage, people in the audience, 3, 2, 1, sitting up, eyes open. Give all my friends a huge round of applause. Come on now. So nice to be back in the great state of Iowa. I actually grew up right over the river in Nebraska, but I actually have family from Iowa. My grandmother grew up in Pella, Iowa. Went to Central College in Pella, Iowa. Anybody going to Central College? Nobody? When I was a kid, I used to always go to swim camp at Iowa State University in Ames, Iowa. Iowa State University is a beautiful campus. I played soccer in college. I played at University of Northern Iowa. I played up there. I played at the University of Iowa over in Iowa City. I'm very familiar with Iowa. I performed all over Iowa.
Oh my gosh!
Like I said, I'm originally from Nebraska.
Oh my God!
Right now, I live way down south in sunny central Florida. We have anybody here that's been to Florida? Anybody been to Florida? We have any folks been to Florida? A couple of you been to Florida? I live just outside of Orlando, Florida, in a little town called Clinton, Florida. And I coach soccer in Winter Garden, Florida. I do clinical hypnotherapy in Winter Garden, Florida, which is kind of like the west side of Orlando, Florida. It's nice to get back to the Midwest, though. We're going to have a great time tonight here in Iowa. Everybody having fun tonight now? People on stage, people in the audience looking right here at my right hand. People on stage, people in the audience looking right here at my right hand. Looking right here.
Oh my God.
People on stage, people in the audience. When I snap my fingers together at that particular moment, anytime I say Iowa, anytime I say Florida, the scents, the odors, the smells attached to those words you realize are coming from you yourself. So I have to go back to Florida tomorrow. I'm actually flying out. I got a 5:40 flight out of Omaha. I got to fly to Florida and get back, and I'm coaching soccer game tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon in Orlando, Florida. And then I'll be in Florida for Monday. Tuesday I'll be down in Tampa Bay, Florida. Then Wednesday I go to Sarasota, Florida. Thursday I go back up to Central Florida. Friday I actually fly way out to Wyoming, and then Saturday I'm back in Nebraska, and then hopefully back in Iowa shortly after that, because I'll be back out this way. And like I said, we're going to have a good time tonight here in Iowa. Are we having a good time tonight here in Iowa? Come on, give these people a nice round of applause here tonight, yeah? People on stage, people in the audience sitting right there, I snap my fingers, that air is perfectly normal. People on stage, feet flat on the floor, palms up, resting right on top of your lap. Just the people on stage, I want you to keep your eyes fixated right here, looking right here, right into the palm of my hand, where I'm pointing with my finger in my hand. Just the people on stage, when I move my hand and finger from this position, your eyes will stay fixated on this position as if my hand and finger were still right there. Right. How are we doing out there? Let's take a look, see how we're doing. People in the audience looking at me right here, looking right here. What's your name there, man? What is it? Lindsay, look directly at me and tell me your name again. Now, when you told it to me that time, you physically placed it with your eyes right there. So if I grab that information, remove it from your line of sight, stick it in my pocket, ask you again who you are, it's just not there. Your name? What's your name? No embarrassment, it happens sometimes. People get put on the spot, they get a little bit nervous. That's okay. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, people tell you things with their eyes, and if you know exactly how and when to manipulate that information, you can scramble their eggs all day long. They don't even need to be in hypnosis to do that. You know that? Anybody here going to major in sales, marketing, or advertising? Your job is to be a hypnotist. Your job is to get into our minds and get us to buy something, usually generated by emotion. Right? Now, ma'am, I took something very valuable from you. I put it in my pocket, so I remove it from my pocket and replace it from where I took it, which is here. Now she can see it. She knows her name is. Give her a huge round of applause. Yeah. Lindsay, looking right here, my friend, and sleep way back down. Stuff right there. How you doing there, sir? You doing all right? Good, good. Take your right hand, put it in the air, just like that. Now look at your arm. Now look at me. Now look at your arm. Now look at me. I snap my fingers, that arm stays put. You don't even realize that it's up in the air. All right. Who else did we have? That was good. How you doing there, man? You doing okay? All right. Doing okay. Just showing more expression now. How you doing back there, man? Good. What's your name again? Malachi. Malachi. You ever been hypnotized? Yeah. How long ago? How long? In college? Yeah. You know you're hypnotized right now? You realize that? Look right here. Malachi, sleep. Yes, sir. Do you have a question? All right, people on stage whose eyes are fixated on that spot. Go ahead and extend your right hand forward like we're shaking hands. And when I come by and shake your hand, your eyes are going to close. You're going to go right back to sleep, more relaxed than ever before. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Relax and sleep. And sleep with it. And sleep with it. And relax and sleep with it. And sleep with it. Look here, my friend. There you go. Relax and there. Relax and sleep with it. First right here, stand up, stand up. Go ahead and stand up. Take a look at the preview. Your right arm. Come on forward a few steps there, three of you. All right. You guys are good. You're not as deep as I need you to be for the next part. Look right here for the three of you. When I snap my fingers, you're going to blink. You'll be wide awake. All your energy back. 1, 2, 3. Wide awake. Wide awake. Wide awake. Grab a seat in your eyes. Give them a big round for coming up here. Debbie. Yes, sir. Question? No? All right. Snap my fingers. Your left arm goes up in the air as well. Whee! Now we're at Adventureland. All right. Well, sure. We had somebody back there. How you doing back there, man? What's your name, man? What is it? Adam. How are you, Adam? Good. Have you ever been hypnotized? Yeah? How long ago? Last year? Look right here. Sleep. And this year. What's my man's name again? Kyle. Kyle, how you feeling, man? Kyle's not as deep as earlier. Kyle, when I snap you, blink, be wide awake, or energy back. 1, 2, 3. Wide awake. Give him a nice round. He did a nice job earlier. All right, you got them all? How's she doing over there? Doing good? All right. When I snap my fingers, those arms are just going to start swaying back and forth. All right. That's pretty good right there. All right, we got them all? And when I snap my fingers, those arms drop to your lap, your eyes close, go right to sleep. Give him a nice round. He's awesome. Yeah, come on. People on stage, people in the audience, on the count of 3, back to 1, you're going to sit up in your chair, you're going to open your eyes, you're going to relax even deeper. However, as soon as you open your eyes, you are immediately going to look at your knees because you're going to think that your knees are arguing with each other. And you're going to find that very strange, very weird, very unusual. You're going to want to cover up your knees, talk to them, tell them to knock it off. You don't want your knees to embarrass you in front of all your peers. It's all going to happen right now. The count of 3, back to 1. People on stage, people in the audience. 3, 2, 1. Sitting up, eyes open. Everybody deal with your knees because they're being a little bit unruly. Talk to them, separate them if you need to. Give them some love and encouragement. Tell those knees to work together. Tell those knees to work together. Tell those knees to work together. Because I snap my fingers, they are really going off on each other. They are really being rude, mean, and nasty. Talk to them, separate them, talk to them. Give them some love and encouragement. Tell those knees to work together. Tell those knees to work together. Tell those knees to work together. Because I snap again, they are just going Jerry Springer on each other. They are really being rude, mean, and nasty. Talk to them, separate them, talk to them. Give them some love and encouragement. Tell them to work together. Coach them up in a positive way. Coach them up in a positive way. Tell them they need each other. They need to work together. They need to work together. When I snap my fingers again, your positive encouragement has totally worked. In fact, those knees are so glad they have each other. They just come right together and hug on each other, and that makes you feel good. The more your knees hug together, the happier you get, the better you feel. Feel those knees just hug together, rub together, hug together. That makes your body just tingle with joy and excitement. You feel so lovely. That feels so nice. Just like a cricket chirping its legs together. That makes you feel so good. That makes your body just tingle with joy and excitement. You feel so wonderful. I snap again, those knees are fine. I snap again, you look down at your feet, you realize your toes are telling you hilarious jokes. And each time you look down, you just start laughing and giggling and laughing. As each time you look at your toes, they tell you another funny joke. And another funny joke. And another funny joke. Making you laugh and giggle and laugh. The more you laugh, the more you giggle. The more you giggle, the more you laugh. You just can't help but laugh and giggle. As each time you look down, they tell you another funny one. And another funny one. And another funny one. Laughing and giggling and laughing. I snap my fingers, you look at your feet, they tell you one of the funniest jokes of all time. That is one of the funniest jokes you've ever heard in your entire life right there. That was a doozy right there, my friends. That was a good one. I snap again, you look at your neighbor's feet, they tell you even a better one. Even a funnier joke comes from your neighbor's feet right there. Even a better one comes from your neighbor's. That is the funniest car joke by far that you've ever heard in your entire life right there. I snap again, you look at your feet, they tell you a joke, but this time you just don't get it. I snap again, now you get it. Now you get it was actually a little bit of a technical on that one. Yes. Snap again, toes are fine, knees are fine, everybody's feeling fine, and this round of applause relaxes you even more. Give them a nice big round of applause. Let's have you fellas right here, go and move down over here. That way you guys don't mind. Go ahead and sit here. And ma'am over here, let's go ahead and have you move in right over here. Go ahead and move into this chair. That way you're not on the end right there. And everybody who's on stage, one more over there, ma'am. One more over there. One more. Everybody who's on stage, go ahead and hold hands all the way down the line. We're one big happy family here. Go ahead and hold hands here, my friend. Now, everybody just kick back in your chair, tilt your head up, look at one of those lights on the ceiling. There you go. Now, in a moment, I'm going to squeeze his hand. When I squeeze his hand, he's going to go right back to sleep. When he goes to sleep, people then squeeze his neighbor's hand, putting his neighbor to sleep, and so on and so forth. The whole line is going to fall asleep right in a row, just like dominoes tumbling upon each other. 3, 2, 1, and sleeping way down the line. Give them all a nice round of applause. Yeah. And people in the audience looking right here at me. People in the audience. And sleep way back down. Give them a nice round as well. Yeah. People on stage, people in the audience, on the count of 3 back to 1, you're going to open your eyes. When you open your eyes, the number 4 no longer exists. Anytime you count, you merely count 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, etc., etc. As there are no numbers between 3 and 5 any longer. It's all going to happen right now on the count of 3 back to 1. People on stage, people in the audience, 3, 2, 1. Sitting up, eyes open, feeling good. Now, somebody asked me if I can use a little number thing on the note. It's a little bit involved. It's actually easier to demonstrate than it is to discuss. People on stage, this might seem very trivial, but how many fingers do you all have? How many fingers do you guys have? 5? No way up to 10. Everybody has 10? Everybody separate your hands. Go and look at your own hands. Look at your own hands. Turn your palms back toward your own face. There you go. And sequentially, starting with the number 1, count out loud so the audience can hear you. How many fingers you have? Out loud now.
11.
How many? Got 11? Seems a little odd. We know we should have 10. Let's count them again as a group. Starting with the number 1, out loud now. How many? 11. Let's break down the equation. Let's make it a little easier. Everybody look at your right hand only. And when you count, look at me. When you count, go ahead and fold your finger in so you know you've counted it. Starting with the number 1, count on the right hand. How many fingers you have on the right hand only out loud now? How many? 6 on the right. Okay, now let's look at the left hand. Do the same thing on the left hand. Count them out loud now. How many? 6 on the left. How many do we have on the right? 6 on the right. 6 plus 6 is 12. You should have 12 altogether, right? Yeah. All right, so hold up both hands. Count them all. There should be 12. Out loud now. Back to 11. Lost one. Apparently the government got involved. Here, do it the easy way. Put your hands together like this, everyone, like I'm doing. Watch me. Put your hands together like this. Count by even numbers, groups of 2s. By 2s, even numbers only by 2s. Out loud now. How many? 12. Now separate and count them individually. Out loud now. To 11. I think they're ready for the ACT. Should we just leave them like that? Could be fun.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Person I'm touching here, person I'm touching here, person I'm touching here. For the people I just touched, look at me. The rest of you look at your own hands. For the people I just touched, look here. For the people I touched when I snapped my fingers, just for you guys that I touched, Numbers become letters, letters become numbers. When you count, you spell. When you spell, you count. For the rest of you, when you hear somebody counting wrong, you immediately want to help them out. And let's have you guys go ahead and count out loud for the audience. How many fingers you have? Go ahead and count out loud.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J.
J. Anybody else with J? How many you got? You got I. Miscount. There, go ahead and count.
D, H, I, J.
I got J. Got over there.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I.
Got I as well. Does that make sense, man?
Oh.
How many do you have there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
She's got 10. Does that make sense, sir?
Yeah.
Go ahead and count yours.
A, B, C, D,
Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Let's do this. Everybody on stage, look at me. Everybody on stage, look at me. When I snap my fingers, all of your numbers, all of your letters are back to where they've always been. Everyone, look at your hands. Count again out loud for the audience. How many fingers you have out loud now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How many we got? 10? Give them a nice round of applause. Come on now, guys. That's awesome. People on stage, feet flat on the floor, looking right here. Go ahead and sit back in your chair a little bit there, my man. There you go. People on stage, keep your eyes fixated right here. When I move my hand and finger from this position, your eyes stay fixated on this position as if my hand and finger were still there. People in the audience looking at me. How many fingers do you have, man? Got 11? They're all back to where they've been. Let's count them again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Perfect. There you go. 2 of you look here and sleep. Oh, that's 7-10 split right there. How you doing there, man? What was your name again? Malachi. Who are you sitting with? Sitting with yourself? Who's this lovely lady over here?
It's my girlfriend,
What is her name?
Cheyenne.
And this is her? Yeah. And how long have you been dating?
Over a year.
Over a year, very good. So you recognize her pretty easily, yeah? Look right at her face. Now look at me. When I snap my fingers, you have no idea who that is. Who's sitting with right here? She's very beautiful. Who is it?
I've never seen
Ever seen her before? Take a good look. Looks very, very attractive. You're not sure who that is? You know who that is to your right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Who's that?
that's Kyra.
And who's this to your right?
I don't know.
No idea. Now look here, when I snap my fingers, you know exactly who that is to your left. Who are you sitting with? Who's that? You know her? Very good. Look here, my man. And sleep. Give him a nice round of applause. He's awesome. How you doing back there, man? Good. Look here. Sleep. All right. Let's do this. People on stage, I'm going to come by now. You're going to physically manipulate your arms. In other words, I'm going to make your arms do a certain motion, a certain movement. Whatever I make your arms do, they will continue to do all by themselves as if they were suspended in perpetual animation. They'll just keep moving and moving and moving until I stop them. Now, how many of you guys work out? You got some athletes out there? Yeah. You know, when you work out, you want to build up endurance, you want to do what? Something aerobic, right? Now, this kind of looks like borderline nerdy aerobic, so let's speed it up a little. People on stage, whatever your arms are doing, I snap my fingers, they continue to do, but they move even faster. even quicker, even faster, even faster, even quicker.
Look at their
Now, when you're doing
faces.
something like this in the wakened state, and you're starting to move the arms quicker, what happens to your heart rate? It goes up, right? So here's the puzzler. They're in what we call somnambulism right now, which is this deep state of hypnosis. And in this state, as their arms go faster, in fact, I snap my fingers, your arms go even quicker, even faster. What's happening to their heart rate right now? It's not going down. Staying the same. How's that physiologically possible? I'll tell you why. Because as they're in a deep state of hypnosis, the body becomes highly oxygenated, therefore the heart doesn't need to work any faster. This is amazing stuff. This stuff we're not taught in America. Right? And yet we all have a body and a mind. We can all learn about this. I snap again, your arms move even quicker, even faster, even quicker, even quicker, and faster. Now when I snap my fingers again, whatever position your arms happen to be in, they will freeze in that position. Now that looks aerobic, but it's not aerobic because they're in hypnosis and we're not. Now the same thing works the other direction. Watch this. When I snap again, once again, your arms move in those same motions, those same directions, those same movements, but this time they move in super slow motion, just like instant replay. Now when you do something very slowly, anaerobically, athletes will tell you sometimes when they do something anaerobic, sometimes they feel discomfort in their muscle. Maybe from working parts of the muscle not from working, maybe from a lack of oxygen in this state, or maybe the old conventional wisdom was we used to think that a buildup of lactic acid may create discomfort, although new science suggests lactic acid may be a fuel we burn when we exercise. The jury's out. Once again, on lactic acid, we're learning
I don't know what Brock's looking at, though.
Snapping your arms move even slower. So the coolest thing about science is that it's never
chair.
exact. Science always changes. When I snap again, whatever position your arms have to be in, they will freeze in that position. Now when I snap again, those arms go super fast, faster than they moved yet tonight. Super fast, super fast, super fast, super fast, super fast. And once again, this round of applause is all of you. Give them a nice round of applause. They go super fast, super fast, super fast. When I snap again, you freeze. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, your eyes close, your arms drop back to your lap, and you sleep way down. It's just round of applause. Relax you even more. Give them a huge round of applause. All right, let's get weird. Let's do this. People on stage, people in the audience, on the count of 3 back to 1, you're going to open your eyes. When you open your eyes, you're going to immediately realize that your feet have grown 3 times their normal size. And when you walk, you will take very large steps, over-exaggerated steps, as if you were an astronaut walking on the moon. You will maintain perfect balance at all times. You will never trip, push, or fall. In fact, each step you take, you gain better and better balance and mobility and can move easier, quicker, and faster. So we're going to have right now to count of 3 back to 1. People on stage, people in the audience. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready,
Eyes
Alexa?
open. Everybody go ahead and stand up, take a little walk with those new feet. Go ahead and stand up, take a little walk with those new feet. For the people on stage, walk to your right,
Oh my
head towards
God.
the stairs on the right side of the stage. And one at a time, go down the stairs using the handrail. Get onto the showroom floor. When you get on the showroom floor, proceed to walk up and down the various aisleways, going different directions from one another. When I snap my fingers, your hands also grow 3 times their normal size. Now you have big hands, big feet walking around. You will not trip, push, or fall. You have perfect balance.
Where's he going? Where's he going?
When I snap again, your heads also grow 3 times their normal size with perfect balance. Now you have the big heads, big hands, big feet walking around, perfect balance. The reason why your bodies are like this, when I snap again, you realize that you are alien creatures from outer space. Aliens, this is your first encounter with human beings. Go to the closest human that's seated nearest you right now and examine the human being. When you come to the first human, examine the human's hair. Touch it, feel it, smell it. Examine their hair. Touch it, feel it, smell it. Examine their hair. Touch it, feel it, smell it. And now move to another human further back in the room. When you get to the next human being, you will examine the human's ears. Be very gentle with the ears. The ear is a delicate piece of anatomy. Touch the ear gently. Be very gentle as the humans are very delicate creatures. Examine their ears carefully. Humans sit very still. They will not harm you much. And now move to another human being. When you get to the next human being, you will examine the human's nose. Examine their nose. Touch the nose. Look at the nose. Be very gentle as again the nose is a very delicate piece of anatomy. Touch the nose. Look at the nose. Lean down. Look inside if need be. However, no probing necessary. No probing. And now move to the very next human that's nearest that one. And when you do, look with your eyes into their eyes. And as you do, you recognize, you realize that human being has information in their mind that you need to extract. And the way to extract that information is to use your telepathic powers and stare as closely as you can with your eyes directly into their eyes. Do it now. The closer you get with your eyes to their eyes, the more information you can gather. And as the humans try and block you from taking that information, you know how to stimulate them. You try to rub their elbows in order to create stimulation. Rub their elbows as you stare in their eyes. Rub their elbows as you stare in their eyes. Rub both elbows as you stare in their eyes. And when I snap my fingers, the music's going to stop. And when the music stops, you are all wide awake, wondering what you're doing out there. 3, 2, 1. Wide awake! Freeze! 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 Frozen like a statue. Give them a huge round of applause now. Come on! People who are frozen, unfreeze, remain standing, turn so you're facing me. Relax your arms at your sides. I snap my fingers. You have no recollection of anything you've done in tonight's activity, but you're all feeling very good, very positive in every way. Get a firm plant with your feet underneath your bodies. Get a good base in the standing position, looking at the bridge of my nose. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, your eyes close, your heads roll forward in the standing position. Sleep. And once again, this round of applause is all for you. Give them a tremendous round of applause. Hey, I want to thank you guys so much for allowing me to be part of your special night. And let me tell you this, I have 6 kids of my own. They're all at home like this. And one of the things I enjoy doing most about these types of events is getting them to meet people like you, because you guys keep me hip with my kids, so thank you so much for that. I also want to kind of reemphasize the statement your principal made earlier. We do these events to keep you safe, so please be safe, be smart. And remember to thank all the parents over here. Give them a nice round of applause for putting on a wonderful event. And let me close by saying this. The only person in your life who can prevent you from your own dreams is you. If you allow interference, if you allow obstacles in your life, if you believe it can't be done because somebody's told you it can't be done and you bought that suggestion, you have set yourself up for failure. I notice almost everybody in here has a little handheld device, right? Who created the Apple computer?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Do you think Steve Jobs was told it couldn't be done? Do you think Steve Jobs was told that's nonsense? Do you think Steve Jobs was turned down by bank after bank for investment?